Hey guys, what's up? Matters here, and today we are talking about my first times, episode 2. As requested, I'm going to do the story about the first time I got arrested. This story is 100% true, although some of the facts might have been changed just to protect some people. But yeah, I'm not going to say how old I was when this happened, just for purposes. And very few people actually know this did happen. I think myself, as well as a few people, I don't know, they might have been drunk. Hint, hint. They might have been drunk when this happens. I don't know if they remember it, but my parents do not remember this. So that's why I'm doing this when they are away. So yeah, let's get started here. So let's see. It must have been in 2010, so last year, when this happened. And we were at a bar. I think I remember. There's a bar that's quite close to the complex that I live in, called Freak Bar with 3 E's. And that's where everyone usually goes, just on a nice Saturday, Friday night when there's no parties going on. So we go over there and we just have like a few drinks, just, I don't know, play some drinking games and stuff. It's quite fun. So yeah, that's where we were. And drinking in Thailand is illegal. For those of you who do not know, you might think that drinking is not illegal, but it actually is. But the drinking age in Thailand is 18. I'm not gonna say how old I was, but let's see. So we had to pretty much, you didn't have to have a fake ID to go into the bar, but if the police raided or someone came by and asked you how old you are, you had to show them your ID pretty much. And at the time, I do believe I had a fake ID, but I did not bring with me in my wallet. So I was screwed there from the get-go. So yeah, we went in to the bar, and we were there for maybe 2 or 3 hours. And we had a good time, and then all of a sudden we heard sirens pretty much. And the place where the bar is, it's kind of in a little small community area. There's a few other bars around there, a few other just places to eat. But we could see the police coming up, and we really didn't have anywhere to go because the bar has 2 stories on it, and so we were on the 2nd story drinking. So we really didn't have anywhere to go fast, and as we tried to run down outside of the bar quickly, we ran into the cops. So we were automatically freaked out. So we went back up and we started talking to them. And yeah, I mean, so most of my friends, or I don't know, maybe a few of them, had their IDs. And they were all good because the police don't really check their IDs that carefully. I mean, they're not pro people who have like those ultraviolet lights and stuff and whatnot. But yeah, they checked the IDs, and yeah, they were good, but then they turned over to me and a couple of my friends, and we did not have our IDs. So obviously, you can see how this might be a bit suspicious, considering that we are clearly not 18, which is a drinking age, and yet we're in a bar. So, being that the police, they don't want to go to jail. They do not want to go to jail themselves. They pretty much had to arrest us. Yeah, and at this time I was just freaking the hell out because you do not want to spend a night in a Thai prison, and especially I would be worried about if I had to make the call to my parents saying, yeah, I'm in jail right now, and can you come and get me? And they would just be so pissed at me, and I would be grounded for pretty much life. So I was like freaking out, and I think one of the people there, I can't remember everyone was there. I was partially drunk that night. And this is again later in the year when I was better and I had gone out a lot more. But yeah, we had been drinking a lot and I was so screwed up. But someone suggested that we pay them off. So, like I mentioned, Thailand is quite corrupt. The police, the army, pretty much everything's very corrupt. So we tried to bribe our way out of getting arrested, or out of going to jail. We heard he got arrested, but we were still in the complex. We were outside of the bar now, but we were in the community of where all the bars were, and we were right next to the cop car. And I was like freaking out. I think if they would have pushed me into the cop car, I might have wet my pants or something because I was so freaked out at that point. But what we did is we talked to them for maybe half an hour. We were arguing. My friends were like screaming at the cops, trying to make sure that we didn't go to jail, and I was just there silent, like. My heart was pounding so hard. It had never pounded so hard before. And, yeah, I was freaking out. And we finally came to a conclusion, and they got bribed off at about 1,000 baht. So 1,000 baht is about $30 give or take, I don't know, $5 or something. And yeah, so I ended up not going to jail. Surprisingly. Now, during that time, I did have the handcuffs on me, and I don't have the marks anymore, but I had the marks for maybe a week after that because my skin was dehydrated from the alcohol, so the handcuff marks made like a pretty good impression on that. So yeah, I was drunk that night, but yeah, we ended up bribing him off. I did not go to jail, so I did get arrested, however, and from that point on, I was like freaked as hell out because I still drank after that. I still went out. I still went out clubbing. I mean, it's something like one of those moments where your life flashes in front of you, like you realized, okay, well, this is if I get arrested, if I go to jail, this is gonna affect my school career, how my friends and my parents perceive me. So I was really scared, and when they finally came to the thing of 1,000 baht, I was just so happy, and I think that was the first time that I actually had seen a Thai policeman in quite a long time. You never see him on the highways or anything. So you always see the cars like going like 120 kilometers an hour when the speed limit's like 80. So we got off, and it was like 1 o'clock, 1 in the morning at this time, and we were freaked out. So at this point, we just we left the bar because we didn't want to get in any more trouble, and we went to the local 7-Eleven and just drank there for the rest of the night. But I mean, it was a heart-pounding experience. Like I said, not many people know about this, although I'm pretty sure a few hundred people will know about it now. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say how old I was. I was too young. I'll just say that. All these stories, I was too young to be doing this stuff. But I guess that's what you get when you grow up in Bangkok. Yeah, if I had to leave a message for you guys, it would be: do not drink at such a young age. I know it's kind of hard nowadays not to drink at such a young age. But if you can, just try and hold off. I mean, I know if you got caught in the U.S., you couldn't bribe them off, and I think you get in more trouble if you try and bribe them. But yeah, you just get screwed over if you get drunk your entire... Luckily, I didn't get my permanent record anyway because I didn't go to jail. But if it gets on your permanent record, your parents find out, you get kicked out of school, and I was going to a private school, or I still am going to a private school, so it affects me a lot more. So yeah, I'm just really happy I managed to get out of that with any problems, and live through that traumatic experience. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this story. This is a true story. I hope you enjoyed the speed art. I believe it is Insanefail building a jet, what is it called? Jet cruiser or something? I don't know. It's quite cool. Yeah, so thank you guys. If you want to see more of these series, which I'm pretty sure you do, I have a lot more stories to tell. Leave a comment in the description or on my YouTube page about what story I should do next. I know this was a very wanted subject, so I don't know, maybe next you guys would like to hear about my first kiss, the first time I got drunk, and there's actually a pretty good story behind that, actually. It's not the first time I drank, because I've always had, like, a cup of wine or something at New Year's. I mean, that does not count. So I consider the first time I got drunk, the first time I technically drank. So yeah, if you guys want to hear more of these stories, then leave a comment, leave a like, and I will see you guys later.